triangles, we'll be using two approaches. One, identifying it by a biggest size of the angle in a triangle. Remember, triangle is a three-sided figure connected three lines that gives you three angles. We're also looking at the properties of the lines in terms of which lines are equal in those triangles. Now, for example, you still remember an acute angle is an angle between 90 and 0 degrees. Between 0 and 90 is less than 90, between 0 and 90 degrees. That's your acute. It's important to remember that because it's going to feed on of the bigger picture of triangles. And then the next one, the one that is exactly equals to 90, we call it a right angle. We should also be defining our triangles. What kind of a triangle? If it's an acute, anything less than 90 tells you it's an acute angle or a triangle. If it's 90 degrees, then it will be a right angle triangle, 90 degrees triangle. We should define the property of the triangle. And anything bigger than 90 degrees is called obtuse. So those three are very, very important in terms of classifying your triangles. Now, when we go to sides now, we look at the first triangle, which has got equal sides. Equi means equal, lateral sides. Equal sides, all sides equal. All three sides are equal. Therefore, we classify it as an equilateral triangle. And the next triangle, we are looking at two sides equal, where we say it's named isosceles triangle. Iso, two sides equal. So it's important to remember that. And the last one, nothing is equal in terms of angles. It's called scalene. And remember, when you look at equilateral as well, equilateral triangle, all sides are equal, so are the angles. All sides are equal, and the angles are equal. And when we add all angles of a triangle, remember they give you 180. So if all three sides are equal, all three side angles are equal to 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees each. Isosceles is the same. If two sides are equal, then your two angles would be equal. That relationship, remember we said mathematics is a relationship subject. It's very important to remember that. Scaling nothing, or not any side is equal to any, even the angles are the same. Same implies the same. Acute triangle, therefore, we remember when you say acute, you say anything less than 90 degrees. Therefore, you look at your biggest angle. If your biggest angle is less than 90 or all angles in triangle less than 90, then that triangle is your acute triangle. It's very important. And then when you look at the triangle again, the property, if the biggest angle or one of the angles equals to 90, the biggest angle defines the type of a triangle. Acute triangle, you look at the biggest angle. Is it less than 90? Therefore, it's a 90 degrees angle. Right. Then a right angle triangle, look at the biggest angle. Is it 90? 90 degrees, therefore it's called a right angle triangle. And then lastly, when you look at the biggest angle in the triangle, if it's bigger than 90, then it's called an obtuse triangle. Obtuse, bigger than 90, obtuse. Equals to right angle triangle. Less than 90 degrees, acute triangle. And then as we explained earlier on, equilateral, all your sides will be equal, all your angles will be equal. All your isosceles triangle, two sides equal, two angles equal. Scalene triangle, no sides equal, no angles equal. Just to remember those properties, then you will be very safe in understanding the properties. We said it, equilaterals, all angles equal, each angle equals 60 degrees. Isosceles triangle, two equal sides, two equal angles. Scalene triangle, no equal sides, no equal angles. Equilateral, three equal sides, three equal angles, equals to 60 each. Isosceles, two equal sides and two equal angles, and scalene triangle, no equal sides, no equal angles, remember the properties are important in mathematics, the relationship, how do they relate and define and triangle in terms of the properties of those figures. Right. Therefore, let's see here from what we've discussed. We need to classify here as an activity. Classify, of course, with reasons, triangles given below. Triangle A, look at the sides. What do you see with the three sides of a triangle? No sides is equals to any side. Therefore, what about the angles? They are also not equal. Then what do you call that triangle? I know you know it. I know you know it. A scalene, of course. Let's go to B. Again, let's go look at the properties. What do you see in terms of sides? Are they equal? Definitely not. Then what about the angles? They will also not be equal. Therefore, what kind of a triangle? A scalene triangle. Let's look at figure C. What about the sides? No sides are equal, no angles are equal, but the biggest angle is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, the biggest angle is equal to right angle. Therefore, that triangle is a right angle triangle. Remember now. Let's go and look at D, figure D. What about the angles? What about the sides? Yes, we see two sides equal. AB equals to BC. They're equal. And only two sides equal. And also only two angles will be equal. Therefore, what type of a triangle is that? An isosceles triangle. And then let's look at figure E. Figure E, what is the situation there? What do you see about the sides? 94, 56, 56. Okay, we've got two sides equal. And if we have two sides equal, we'll also have two angles equal. If we have two angles equal, two sides equal, therefore it's an isosceles triangle. Correct. Remember those properties. And of course, when we look at the last figure, 5 units, and those sides are assigned or marked same way with two small lines there, meaning their sides are equal and all sides are equal. If a B is equal to 5 units, a C will be equal to 5 units, so is BC equals to 5 units. And remember, all angles equal, meaning that each and every angle will be equal to 60 degrees. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Remember when you do the quiz, remember the properties. The properties, equilateral, all sides equal, all angles equal. Isosceles, only two sides equal and only two angles equal. Scaling, no angles equal, no sides equal. It's your scaling. And remember, an acute triangle, the biggest size of the angle is less than 90 degrees. Obtuse triangle, the biggest side, the biggest angle will be bigger than 90. And of course, your right angle triangle, the biggest angle will be equal to 90 degrees. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. You have learned something. Then it's time for the quiz now.